Out of the gates and ready to go. Welcome in to this live happy hour Wednesday edition of Seattle Seahawks Today, powered by Chat Sports. Tyler Jones here with you. So glad to have you with us. Coming up on today's show, we'll go over the latest news and rumors on your Seattle Seahawks, featuring Ryan Grubb and Christian Haynes. We'll do a Q&A mailbag coming up later, answering your questions. Use hashtag Seahawks or Super Chat to get on the mailbag portion of today's show. And then we will have our Madden Sim. It is week number 12 in the National Football League. Your Seattle Seahawks set to take on the Arizona Cardinals for their first of two matchups over the next 3 weeks. We'll bring that to you coming up in just a little while from right now. As you guys file in, shout out your city. We'll shout you out as we are off and rolling here on this Wednesday. We're coming at you from the Chat Sports Studios on a hot July day in Dallas, Texas. Jonesy, Big Tex here with you this afternoon. I am fresh off a nice little weekend extended vacation in Nashville. Enjoyed myself over the last couple days, but good to be back with the 12s right in time for the 4th of July holiday tomorrow. America, land of the free, home of the brave, USA, no better country, best place on earth, the U.S. of A., baby. Where are we at today? I see Pedro checking in from Los Angeles. I got Seth in Laverne, California. Let us know where you're watching from, and we'll shout you out as we get this show off and rolling today. Got a big show planned ahead, and we appreciate you guys for making us a part of it all here on this Wednesday as we're counting down to training camp. Just a few weeks away now from Seahawks camp getting underway. And we get some good updates that we'll get to coming up in just a few moments. Shout out your city. We'll shout you out as we are off and rolling. With the football season quickly approaching, what are you most excited about the Seahawks season in 2024? If you had to pick one thing that stands out among the rest, what would it be? Weigh in the chat and let us know. We'll read your comments as you guys file in. Wayne says, I'm in Phoenix, Arizona, headed to the 114 again today. TJ, it's hot over here. Wayne, I'm going to be in Phoenix in a few weeks, and I'm already mentally preparing for that heat, my friend. Got Archie in Highland, New York. Got Derek in Rexburg, Idaho. Got Outpost in Ocris Island, Washington. Got Gray in the Tri-Cities. Gray, what part of the Tri-Cities you in? You in Kennewick? You in Pasco? Let us know. Seth is excited about the defensive line. Lon is excited about seeing the new coaching staff schemes. Derek is excited about beating the Whiners. Ilona in the house says Arizona, Sun City West. Go Hawks. Good to see you, Ilona. Thanks for checking in. Big Tex on the ones and twos hanging out with us today. Big Tex, what are you most excited about the Seahawks season? There you go. Here, I'll turn on your light. Yeah. There you go. Now people can see Big Tex. Out of the dark. Are you afraid of the dark? Ilona is most excited about Mike Macdonald. Gray is checking in from West Richland. Good to see you, Gray. Now, what are you guys most excited about this upcoming Seahawks season? Big Tex, I'll ask you.
Yes.
And I'll say, I feel generous today. If you want to say Byron Murphy, that's fine. But what are you most excited about the 12s here in 2024?
I just think, for me, seeing the difference between Mike Macdonald's scheme, his coaching philosophy, and his culture versus Pete Carroll's, that comparison is going to be very interesting to me.
Going from the oldest coach in the league to one of the youngest?
Right. He's, I would assume, similar age to, Sean McVay, if I'm not mistaken. So definitely, a complete 180 in terms of philosophy, just coaching staff overall. And I'm just excited to see what kind of changes that's going to result on in terms of the win-loss category and overall the product on the field.
Yes, and by the way, Macdonald is the youngest coach in the NFL, 37, McVay 38. So
there you go.
Barely old enough to drink a beer.
Yeah.
He could run for president, though. Right. Let's see, what else we got? Ilona says, you're welcome. Hi, Big Tex.
Hello, Ilona.
What else we got? Wayne says, keep it cool. Archie says, stopping the run. Ilona's keeping cool inside. Very good to see everybody checking in the chat there. How long have you been a Seahawks fan? No wrong answers here. I'm just very curious, 12s. How long have you been a member of a fan of this franchise? whether it's been a year, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. I'm just very curious. How long have you been a fan? Because Tex, I'll say this much. We do not discriminate around here. If you are a new Seahawks fan, maybe you abandoned the 40 Winers and said, you know what, I want to be a part of a honest organization and decided to be a Seahawks fan. That's okay, too. If you've been a fan your entire life, raised in it, like, we don't care. Everyone is welcome. That's the thing about how we treat this show, and everybody's involved. This is a open community. The 12s, we are a very warm and hospitable group, if you will.
You could say all 12s are created equal.
You know what? That sounds like a Bible verse or something.
I know. It's very similar.
The Book of Seahawk. The first verse of the Book of Seahawk is that all 12s are created equal.
Exactly.
You got to give Big Tex credit for that one. Seth's been a fan for 16 years. Gene's been a fan since 94. That's longer than Tex and I have been alive.
True.
I was born in 96. You were what, 98?
Yes, sir.
98, okay.
We weren't even conceived.
No, we were not. Our parents had not combined the sperm with the egg just yet.
Not yet.
Let's see what else we got here. Seth, 16 years. Ilona, 5 years. Archie, here you go. Archie might be the oldest fan. Archie and Richard, both the same year. 1976. Archie was 7 years old then.
Jeez.
Can anybody beat 1976? That's so far the oldest so far. Gray says 1985. What else? Terry wants to shout out his mama. Hey, we love our moms around here. My mom, Tex, she is a diehard Baker Mayfield fan from she went to the University of Oklahoma.
Sure.
So she is a fan of whatever team Baker plays for. So right now she's a Bucs fan. Who's your mom root for? She a Cowboy fan?
She's a Cowboys fan, and she actually went to UT Austin for about a year, and then she transferred to UT Arlington when she moved up here with my dad in college. So,
okay.
So she's like a UT fan for college. When I say UT, I mean Texas, not Tennessee. Sorry, Petey. And then she's a Cowboys fan. Yeah.
Here's an example of joining us, abandoning another team. Crazy Florida guy says, I grew up an Eagles fan, but I became a Seahawks fan in 2019, so 5 years. Okay. Connor's been a fan since 1976. So far, that's the oldest. We've got 3 guys that have been fans since 76. Lon says, if you can't be a fan older than 1976, because that was the first year. That's a fair point. Archie says they started in 76, so hard to beat. Yeah, okay, fair enough. I wasn't thinking about that, but yeah, you guys are right about that. But very cool. People from checking in from all over, fans since the very beginning of the franchise in 76.
Can I get a small question plug?
Yes, Tex. Tell people about the mailbag today
Yes.
and how they can help us out.
Of course. So, we will have a mailbag. It'll be the second segment in today's show, followed by a Madden Sim, and before that, a news and rumors. But I need you to ask a question and put hashtag Seahawks and a space after it and then your question. Or you can put a space after your question and put hashtag Seahawks. But hashtag Seahawks.
Or you can give us money in Super Chat, your question as well. $sign next to the chat box.
Exactly, and that takes priority on our show. Super Chats come first on our mailbag. So if you want to get on the show, we'll get to the Super Chat menu in a second, but either send in hashtag Seahawks or Super Chat, and we will get your question on the mailbag.
Simple as that, folks. Make life a lot easier on us. Your chance to get on the show and have your questions answered. Hashtag Seahawks or Super Chat to get on the mailbag portion of today's show and make life a lot easier for Big Tex by sending your questions in that way. And we'd love to hear from you in that mailbag segment. By the way, Madden Sim coming up later. Tex was plugging that after the mailbag segment. Tex, I do not know the outcome.
Good.
You do. What can you tell us about today's game against the Cardinals? What can you tell us without giving too much away?
Okay, that's fair. Let me think about. Give me 5 seconds.
5, 4, 3, 2,
Got it.
1.
Okay. Today's game is an exciting, intense, back and forth action.
Okay.
There you go.
So we're in for a good one today.
Good one. Really good one.
Really good game today, according to Big Tex. Back and forth. I do not know the outcome. Tex knows. He's seen it. But Lon says, don't tell us nothing more, please. We'll leave it at that. We've got an exciting game ahead coming up in just a bit. All right. Chat, need you to spam S in the chat. I want to see as many S's as we can over this next minute. This will help out the algorithm. That way we can get this show out to as many people as possible so they can join us and be a part of what we're doing here on the channel. I want to see as many S's as we can. Pretend this is a game day. It is game day here, as far as I'm concerned, with doing these Madden Sims. We're treating these like watch parties. So spam S as many times as humanly possible. Tex is going to shout out all the S's, and let's see who's going to be the early favorite to be MVP here on today's show. So without further ado, here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Let's get this. Seth to an early lead. I see Gene in there. Let's go. Don't let me beat you. Seth, Gene, Seth again. Why is Seth winning? Someone beat Seth. Richard, I see you in there. We'll get to that in a second, Alona. Spam S, Alona. Spam S. Beat Seth. Let's go. I'm shouting out everybody. Shane. What's up, Shane Adams? Alexander. Let's go. Seth. Terry. Pedro. Now we're picking up the pace. Let me beat you. Let me beat you. Oh. Come on.
Keep going.
Those S's.
Keep going.
Pedro. Seth. Gray. Alona. One crazy Florida guy. Gray. Pedro. Seth. One crazy Florida guy. Alona. Lon. One crazy Florida guy. Alona. Gray. One crazy Florida guy. Gene. Don't let me beat you.
Halfway home.
Go.
Keep going. Keep
Don't
going.
stop, 12.
Faster.
Let's go. Lon. Pedro. Gray. Seth. Terry. One crazy Florida guy. Lon. Pedro. Pedro's winning this. Why are you guys letting Pedro win? Let's go.
Vote for Pedro.
Vote for Pedro. Great reference. One crazy Florida guy. Gene. Ilona.
10
Terry,
seconds left. Finish
Dan,
strong.
Seth. Dan. Terry. Ilona. Pedro. Let's go. Finish. Good
Nice.
stuff, 12s.
Nice work. Nice work. I saw Dan get a lot in there late. I think Pedro had the most.
He started out hot and he finished strong.
Daniel says, hey, everyone. Happy Wednesday. Happy hour to everybody out there watching today. By the way, Tex, we've made it known that we are a very pro-Zen show around here. We love our
Yes.
nicotine pouches.
Of course.
This has been a trend every time you and I do live shows together. Go ahead and tell the folks, what are we zenning today?
Okay. I'll pull it up. I never thought you'd ask.
Yes, you did.
I did.
What are we zenning today, Tex?
Today we've got in a little Zen menthol 6 milligram. Got to stay focused on the ones and twos. You guys want a good show? I need nicotine. It's that simple.
What is your favorite nicotine pouch, folks? If you say Rogue, that answer is wrong.
God, I'm kicking you. If you type Rogue in the chat, I'm banning you.
Not really.
Not really, but don't.
But we will
put
shame you if you say Rogue.
Yes.
What's your favorite nicotine pouch? Weigh in the chat right now. We are, I have tried, I think, almost every one at this point.
I've tried a lot. You've probably tried more than me. How many have you tried?
Several.
Several? Okay.
Zen is still the king.
For sure.
It is the Dr. Pepper of nicotine pouches.
Yes. I would say there's like some Mr. Pibbs out there and some like Pepsis that are similar, but not quite a Dr. Pepper.
Rogue is like the Big Red.
Oh, I don't even think it's as good as Big Red. It's awful. Like that's like doing Big Red dirty.
I thought Big Red was gross.
Really? Oh, I liked Big Red growing up.
You would. What do you guys think? There's I have a family story with Big Red actually. So when after I was conceived, after my parents combined the egg and the sperm together, and my mother was pregnant with yours truly, my parents did not have a lot of money back then, and my mother was hungry for lunch, and so my dad brought her a sandwich, and he didn't want to spend the money for Pepsi, which was her favorite drink, so he got her a Big Red.
Oh.
And my mom, pregnancy, emotions, and all that. She cried because my dad got her Big Red
instead of Pepsi.
And so he went back and got her Pepsi, so she would get all the tears away. So he still ended up paying for both the Big Red and the Pepsi.
That's brutal.
Yeah. Richard's a big fan of Copenhagen, the long cut. That's not a nicotine pouch, but that's the OG.
Man, that's some hardcore shit right there, bro. I tried that once. Never trying that again. Big mistake.
Copenhagen, interesting choice. I did see Grizzly. I did try Grizzly nicotine pouches. It was okay.
It was okay. Better than Rogue?
I would say it was better than Rogue, but it was underwhelming. I expected more out of Grizzly.
Damn it, Grizzly. You letting
Do
us
better.
down. Do better.
Do better. Let us know. What nicotine pouch you got? We're going Zen menthol today. Buddy Bear in the chat says Cardinals are a glorified college team, barely qualifies NFL team. They entered today's game at 1-9. On the season, so things aren't going well for the Cardinals. Like the video if you're ready to start today's show. We only got 9 likes. What are we doing? What are we doing, y'all? Let's get to 20 likes, and then we will get this show started on this fine Wednesday afternoon happy hour edition of Seattle Seahawks Today. Like the video. We will not start until we reach that total of 20 likes, and I will crack open my first cold beer as I have Michelob Ultra today, the superior light beer. That's what I've been told. 95 calories, 2.6 carbs. So it's about as good for you as it gets when it comes to beer of drinking a Michelob Ultra. 10 likes right now, 10 more away, and we'll start today's show. While we wait on the likes to come in, let's go to the Super Chat menu. Like it up, like it up, like it up, I'm a fire! All right. Here is the Super Chat menu. For every first-time Super Chat today, you get the Seahawks chant. $5 Super Chat will tell a dad joke. $10 Super Chat will get Bean Boozled with the spicy jelly beans. $20 Super Chat will do a Boilermaker. I do have some Patron tequila here. We will combine the tequila with the Ultra together for every $20 Super Chat. $50 Super Chat will do the beer bong. Got the Merbonga in all its glory right here for you. So if you send in a 50, we will take care of that. If we get to 200, then we'll do the boot. If we get to 300, I'm going to offer this again. This is only for a limited time, folks. We haven't reached this goal yet, but we'll see if today is the day. If we reach 300 in Super Chats, I will run my first ever 5K. In case you haven't noticed, folks, yours truly, I'm down close to 100 pounds now. But it has not been by working out. I can tell you that much. I go on walks from time to time, but I am not in running shape. I can tell you that much. So that says built, by the way, on the next one. So with that said, even though I'm not in running shape, if the 12s want to send in $300 and make me run a 5K, you damn better believe I will deliver and run a 5K. But we need to reach $300 in Super Chats. Who will be the first one to send in a Super Chat today? $sign next to the chat box if you would like to make contribute to today's show, get some screen time, and make me run that 5K. $300 total collectively, and we will make that happen here on today's show. We're still just at 12 likes. What are you guys doing? 8 more. I need 8 more. Here's what's coming up on tap.
Like the video.
Like it up. News and rumors. We're talking Ryan Grubb, and there's already speculation, folks, that he might be leaving us. What? Yes, we'll explain. Also, we'll talk about Christian Haynes as he has been named a potential breakout rookie for the Seahawks by the folks at Pro Football Focus. We'll tell you what they had to say. We'll do a Q&A mailbag. Use hashtag Seahawks or Super Chat to get on the mailbag portion of today's show. And then we'll do our Madden Sim. Week number 12 in the National Football League. Tex, I always feel like it sounds so much better. Instead of just saying the NFL. No, it's the National Football League. The National Football League. Week number 12, Seahawks and Cardinals. This is the home game, by the way. The one that we'll do next week is going to be the road game. The rogue game, if you will. See what I did there? So stay tuned for that. We'll have that coming up at the end of today's show. 7 likes away from getting this show started. Make sure to like it up. Let's get 20 likes, and we'll get things going. Our poll question right now, we are asking you all, who do you got, Seahawks or Cardinals, in today's matchup? 96% of you, a resounding number, saying they have the Seahawks over the Cardinals today in that matchup. Evan, with some kind words, says, Tyler, you're the best YouTuber that does NFL. Much appreciated, Evan. Thanks for saying that and sending the kind words. Much appreciated. You know, Tex manages a lot of our community stuff around here, and it's nice when we get the nice comments because we see some pretty mean stuff from time to time.
There are some scumbags on the internet, no doubt about that. No shortage of them.
So much appreciated, Evan. Thanks for showing us some love. Like the video, and we'll get this show started here momentarily. Yeah, 20 likes. I don't know what's taking so long. If if YouTube's slow or what. But we need 20 likes to get this show started before we go any further in today's show. We are just 8 away from getting this going here. News and rumors coming up next. Q&A mailbag to follow. Madden Sim after that for Seahawks and Cardinals. So plenty to get to on today's show. Glad to have you with us. Ty Man the Buckeye says like the video. Much appreciated, Ty Man. 8 more away, and we'll get this thing started here on this Wednesday afternoon. 4th of July coming up tomorrow. Tex, any big plans? As he knocks down his water bottle. Smooth. Smooth like Keith Stone. Oh, yes.
Yes, actually, I am going to right outside of Cloud Court, New Mexico. So I'm going to go camping from Thursday until Sunday, and then I'll be back.
What do you plan to do when you camp?
I wanted to hike some mountains, swim in a river or two that are local, and then potentially do some kayaking and some other outdoor activities. Yeah.
Okay.
I think it'd be a good time. Get away, just, better weather there. It's in like the 70s during the day and like 50s at night. So a lot better than Texas, where it's like a freaking 100 degrees every day.
You're going to the state of Arkansas, you said, right?
No, New Mexico.
New Mexico.
Yes, I was going to go to Arkansas, but then I checked the weather and the prices in New Mexico, and it made more sense. So
That's got to be a haul to get to New Mexico, right?
it's about 8 hours.
Okay.
Not too bad.
New Mexico.
New Mexico.
I like New Mexico.
Yeah.
I've spent a decent amount of time in New Mexico. Got some friends out there. Very beautiful part of the country.
Oh, yeah. You like Santa Fe?
Oh, I love Santa Fe.
Santa Fe is awesome.
Santa Fe
Beautiful.
is one of the more underrated cities in America.
Good take. Good take.
The rest of the likes will come in as we start the show. Oh, first super chat. I like this already, too. This is a good super chat. We'll answer this super chat, and then we'll get things started here. Seth, I love this. I love this super chat. Who doesn't love love? Love is not dead, according to Seth. Seth with a $5 super chat says, today's my 1-year anniversary of marriage. Been with my wife 8 years, expecting our second child in January. Life is good, and thanks for the content. Seth, happy anniversary, and congrats on child number 2. That's an awesome accomplishment. I don't think there's anything you can do better in this world than have a family and bring people into this planet and raise them right and make an impact. Good on you, Seth. Big congrats to you and your wife, especially your wife for putting up with you as well. I mean, if you're a diehard Seahawk fan like I think you are, then I imagine your wife must go through a lot, a roller coaster of emotion, if you will. But 8 years, that's very impressive. 1-year anniversary. Let's spam a happy anniversary to Seth in the chat, folks. Show some love to him and his wife. Who doesn't love love? You can't beat that, right? I know that it's July. It's not Valentine's Day, but that doesn't mean that we can't show some love to Seth. Show some love. Spam happy anniversary to Seth. Much love to you. Hope you have a great anniversary today and many more years to come, Seth, on that front. All right. Like the video, 6 away from where we need to go. Seth says she puts up with a lot. That's funny. Without further ado, let's begin with our news and rumors segment as we're talking Ryan Grubb and Christian Haynes. All of that begins right now here on Seattle Seahawks Today. Coming up on today's show, Ryan Grubb. Could he be leaving the Seattle Seahawks already? He just got there. Pro Football Focus has a very interesting perspective on Ryan Grubb that we'll talk about coming up in just a little while from right now. Also, Christian Haynes, the Seahawks third-round rookie out of UConn, receiving some love from the folks at Pro Football Network, naming him as one of the top rookies to watch in the entire National Football League. We'll show you what they had to say, react to it, coming up in just a matter of moments. I am merely Tyler Jones here with you. Thanks for joining us. Want to make sure that we get to 53,000 subscribers here on the channel, but we need your help. We're just over 300 away from reaching that next milestone. For the latest happenings on your Seattle Seahawks with daily news and rumors, live shows twice a week, Q&A mailbags, breaking news, and more, we are your Seahawks off-season headquarters where there is no off-season here on Seahawks Today. Subscribe now for free, youtube.com/SeahawksTV. Is it one and done or one and grub for Ryan Grubb as the Seahawks offensive coordinator? The folks at Pro Football Focus are suggesting that if Ryan Grubb has a big year this year as the Seahawks OC, that there could already be some teams with their eyes on Ryan Grubb potentially to be their next head coach after this season. Here's more from Pro Football Focus. It was somewhat surprising that Grubb didn't already receive some college head coaching looks based on how good Washington's offense was last year. But if he sustains that production in pro football, it'll be hard for him not to be an NFL head coach soon. Now, here's the thing. If Ryan Grubb is a one-and-done guy as the offensive coordinator for the Seattle Seahawks, then it means one of two things. Either it's a really good sign that the offense was rocking and that he exceeded expectations and he earned a job elsewhere, or he did such a bad job that he gets fired. I don't think the latter has much of a possibility of happening. I think it's much more likely that he does just a bang-up job that he leaves. But if you're the Seattle Seahawks, if that's the situation that unfolds, that he does such a great job that he ends up getting a head coaching job elsewhere, I don't think you're actually sweating that much about it. Yes, the Seahawks would love to have Ryan Grubb for a long time in Seattle, but if the offense is that good, then I'm willing to lose Ryan Grubb because of how well they performed on that front. You get the good with the bad, if you will. To me, that's a good sign. The offensive scheme that Ryan Grubb is bringing to Seattle, this multiple offense, comes from the air raid that Grubb ran with the Washington Huskies, a mix of tempo. You'll see them do no huddle. They'll go fast-paced at times. Other times they'll slow it down and run the football and work clock. They will go with how the game presents itself, what's best for that moment. Lots of screen passes. The running backs, Kenneth Walker, Zach Charbonnet, Kenny McIntosh, all are going to be used a lot in that screen passing game, as well as the receivers on that front too. A mix of gap scheme and zone blocking. And as far as getting these guys out in space goes, it's a very horizontal offense with vertical stretches, and they want to spread the field with the run. They want to take advantage of getting their guys out in space. The key for Ryan Grubb, the number one way that he will be successful with the Seattle Seahawks offense in 2024 is how much the offensive line comes along. If the offensive line can do its part, if Scott Huff, his offensive line coach that comes with him from Washington, if both of them can come together and greatly improve this offensive line, then you're going to see this offense as a whole take massive steps in the right direction. More from PFF on Ryan Grubb. The key for Grubb may be improving Seattle's offensive line, which ranked 28th in pass blocking grade and 15th in run blocking grade last year. With former top 10 pick Charles Cross struggling through 2 seasons, Grubb's coaching at the position, which led to the reigning Joe Moore Award-winning offensive line, could be pivotal. You look at Washington's statistics last year, they were one of the best offenses in all of college football in 2023. 11th in points per game with 36 points per game. 12th in yards per game with 462.1 yards per game. 9th in points per play at 0.542. 7th in yards per play with 7 yards per play. And 24th in third down conversion percentage at nearly 44%. Comparably speaking to the Seahawks offense under Shane Waldron in 2023, you can see the numbers were a lot left to be desired. 17th in points per game last year at 21.4. Yards per game, 22nd at 322.9. Points per play, 11th at 0.336. 11th in yards per play at 5.5 yards per play. And 23rd in third down conversion percentage at 36.23%. Although there are question marks on the offensive line, what you can't deny, what's going to set up Ryan Grubb very well, is that the skill positions for this Seahawks team are there. They have arguably the best receiving core in football. They have 2 really good young backs, a solid veteran tight end in Noah Fant, and then a 2-time Pro Bowler in Geno Smith commanding this offense. This group has weapons to work with to be successful. So now, the question that I ask you, Will this be Ryan Grubb's only season in Seattle? Is it one and done for him? Is this offense going to be so good that he ends up leaving and taking a head coaching job next year? Weigh in on our pinned comment today. Y for yes, in for no. Let us know what you think in the comment section below. Byron Murphy jerseys are on sale now at chatsports.com/Murphy. He'll wear the number 91s. Just add a 9 to that one. Got the home jerseys, the away jerseys, the throwback jerseys. Also got free shipping available as well. Go see for yourself. Chatsports.com/Murphy. The link is in the comments and description of today's video. That's chatsports.com/Murphy. We have talked a lot on this program about Byron Murphy. Hell, we're selling his jerseys, right? One other rookie that we should be talking about is offensive guard Christian Haynes. The Seahawks selected him in the third round out of UConn. He is the odds-on favorite to be the Seahawks starting right guard when the season begins. And the folks at Pro Football Network have named him as a massive impact rookie candidate for the Seahawks among their 32 massive impact rookies across the National Football League. Ian Cummings writing the following. Christian Haynes was graded as a fringe first-round prospect on my board, and the Seahawks got him in round 3. Byron Murphy II could have just as great of an impact in a rotation with Jaron Reed and Leonard Williams, but there's no reason Haynes can't start. At around 6'3", 317, Haynes is a hyper-dense mauler with a combined explosiveness and rotational freedom to pummel opponents into submission. He can pull, pass, protect, and control gaps, and he immediately upgrades Seattle's interior line. Haynes is just what the doctor ordered for the Seattle Seahawks offense. If he comes along nicely, if he fulfills expectations, if you will, is ready to start day one, and can be the great football player that the projections show, a first-round grade, right? Then that's a great sign for the rest of the offensive line. Because Charles Cross and Abraham Lucas, naturally, you would think if they can stay healthy, should improve entering their third years. You have a veteran in Laken Tomlinson at the left guard spot, and then Olu should get better in year 2. If Haynes takes significant steps, makes big progress, then that's going to make everyone else better. Will Christian Haynes end up starting for the Seahawks week 1 against the Denver Broncos? What do you guys think? Type S for start, type B for bench. Let us know in the comments section below. More on Christian Haynes, the third-round pick out of UConn, was a 2-time third-team All-American selection with the Huskies, the first ever All-American in football for UConn. We know that basketball program is pretty good. Basketball just won back-to-back national titles, and Geno Auriemma, of course, doing a great job on the women's basketball front. He also comes from a bloodline of football players, the younger brother of former NFL defensive end Marcus Haynes. The grades from Pro Football Focus for Christian Haynes last year, pretty solid. Overall grade of 80.2, allowed just 1 sack and 1 hit in 10 hurries. Got called for 4 penalties there with UConn. The scouting report prior to the draft from NFL Media's Lance Zierlein goes as follows. 4-year starter and team captain who is a sturdy at the point of attack. Haynes plays with football intelligence and sees every snap as a mandate to move opponents and finish blocks. His draft slotting could be affected by a lack of length in being limited to one position, but his determined playing style counters those factors. He's not overly rangy, but wipes out targets on pulling blocks and is capable in space and in pass protection. The hand usage can get sloppy, allowing opponents to slip away from him, and he has a tendency to do too much grabbing. All things considered, he might outplay his draft slotting and become a solid NFL starter. And when you look at Christian Haynes, the way I break it down, he's an elite athlete. And we mentioned Ryan Grubb's blocking scheme earlier in the show, right? He is an ideal zone blocking scheme fit. Just what the doctor ordered for the Seattle Seahawks. Confidence level in the Seahawks offensive line heading into 2024. What is it? Scale it for me 1 through 10. I'm at about 6.5 right now, but I have an open mind. Hopefully my confidence grows as time goes on. Where's your confidence at? Weigh in, let us know. Subscribe now to Seahawks Today for the latest happenings on your favorite team all off-season long for free. Everyone's favorite price. YouTube.com/Seahawks TV. Subscribe now for free. You'll be glad you did, and we'll see you next time. All right. That is one segment down. 2 to go. Up next, mailbag time. And then we'll do our Madden Sim to follow after that. Will Christian Haynes start for the Seahawks week numero uno? Type S for start, B for bench. Let us know what you guys think. Will Christian Haynes start week 1? Tex, I think he starts week 1.
He should.
Knowing what you know, what do you think? You leaning towards starting, or do you think he comes off the bench?
I would like to see him start, and I think he will start. I mean, like you said, and I've heard you say this time and time again, the biggest struggle for the Seahawks offensive line, I believe, is the interior offensive line last year especially. So if I'm Mike Macdonald, I'm definitely starting him, and I think he is because he seems like a smart young head coach. I think that's the right move.
Yeah, let's check in on the chat. Evan says, big starter. Seth says, I really like Christian Haynes. He was a solid pickup. Evan says getting Haynes in the 3rd round was a steal. Wayne is undecided. That's fine. Evan says start. Seth says start as well. Let's go to a super chat. A first-time super chat from Jalen Matthews with a $5 super chat. Bang!
Bang.
Says, which player are you most excited to see play this season? Go Hawks. I'll go one for each side of the ball, and I do have to catch up on some dad jokes for the 2 $5 super chats. We'll get to those here in just a moment, but we'll include this in the mailbag as well, Jalen. I am most excited to see JSN and Devin Witherspoon. What they can do going forward, year number 2. Both of them have had great off seasons, and I think they're going to play a significant role on both sides of the ball. To me, those are the 2 players that I'm most excited to see. Tex, how about you? Who are you most excited to see?
I've already said Byron Murphy, so I got to come up with a better answer than that. I'm honestly excited to see Geno and how he can transform his offense or leading this offense under Ryan Grubb. Because I remember you were saying it's very similar to what he did at West Virginia compared to last year with Shane Waldron. So I think that's who I want to see is Geno and see if he can kind of have a better year this year and bounce back a little bit.
Country Roads is one of the best songs of all time.
Very good song.
Every time I hear just the word West Virginia, my mind goes to Country Roads. Country Roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country Roads. All right. Yes. Text the mailbag.
Yes.
People need to get their questions in.
Please. We don't have a lot.
He said please.
Actually, we don't have any. What the heck, guys?
I saw Ilona had a question earlier.
Use hashtag Seahawks.
We got the super chats, of course, from Seth and Jalen.
Yes.
I need about 4 more questions to get this thing started. I want some questions. Evan, Seth, Lon, Jalen, Wayne, get your questions in. I need about 4 questions to begin this mailbag segment. Get your questions in. Hashtag Seahawks or super chat to begin the mailbag portion of today's show. Alexander, even you in that haterade you sip, I will even take your questions. I feel very generous, even for Alexander. All right, while I wait on those questions, here is the dad jokes. You ready for this one, Tex? All right, here we go. What do you call a cat with 8 legs?
I have no idea.
An octopus.
That's a good one.
Dun, dun. Here we go. Next one. Thank you, Daniel and Evan, for getting some questions in. That's 2. We need 2 more. Next question. How do you make an egg roll?
With eggs and I'm not sure.
You push it. Grade the dad jokes. A, B, C, D, or F. Everyone loves a good dad joke. $sign next to the chat box if you want to contribute. And let's get to that super chat menu while we're waiting. Need 2 more questions, and then we'll get started. First-time super chatters, you get the Seahawks chant. $5 super chat, tell dad joke. $10 super chat will get Bean Boozled, eat the spicy jelly beans. $20 super chat, do a Boilermaker and a $50 super chat, we will do a beer bong. If we get to 300, then we will run a 5K. We're at $10 right now, so we got to get to 290 before we get to there. Jalen, you got to use hashtag Seahawks. You got to use hashtag Seahawks. How many times do I have to tell y'all? You have to use hashtag Seahawks or Super Chat to get your question in. Be like Wayne. Alexander. I don't think Alexander's ever said a nice thing to me. Ever. I mean, at least he watches. At least he's active. But Alexander is always an asshole in the chat. But you know what? I kind of respect it. Seth with a question. Thanks for that. Evan, Daniel, Wayne. Need about one more, and then we'll get this mailbag started. And then after that, we will get to the Madden Sim, Seahawks and Cardinals today, coming up in just a bit. So stay tuned for that. We'll go with both super chats. We'll shout out the Seth and his anniversary. Yeah. We'll get those both in there. No. Yeah. We'll include both those. So stay tuned for that. One more question, and then we'll begin the mailbag portion of today's show. And then we'll get started here. We roll along here on this Wednesday afternoon. Lon with a super chat. I didn't see a message from Lon, but we'll still throw it on screen. Evan, you didn't use hashtag Seahawks. Hashtag who is not a thing. Try again, Evan. Give it another shot. One more time. Evan, I will wait to start the mailbag until you learn to properly use hashtag Seahawks for your question. Lon with a $2 super chat. Much appreciated, Lon. Lon's a real one. Love anytime we get Lon on the show. Thanks for sending in the super chat. That is his third super chat that he has sent in to the program. And we appreciate you, Lon. Thanks for sending in that super chat. Much appreciated. Lon says that the Seahawks, Lon, you got to use hashtag Seahawks. Jalen, you missed the S in Seahawks. You got it spell. I can't make it any more easier for you. Hashtag Seahawks with an S, all one word. Lon, no. Lon, you have to use hashtag Seahawks or super chat it. If you're going to put a message, it's got to be in the super chat. Our software can't pull it. Be like Evan. Our software can't pull it unless you put it in the super chat or use hashtag Seahawks. Okay? Believe me, I would love to put all the questions on screen we can, but it's a software thing. All right? Goodness. There we go, Evan. There we go. Slow clap for Evan. He figured it out. Alexander finally said something nice. Tyler, nice shirt. I'll take it. I didn't dress up too much today. I'm just wearing a quarter zip, but you know what? I'll take it. I'll take the first compliment ever from Evan. He likes my shirt. Or not from Evan, from Alexander. Nonetheless, mailbag time. Let's get to it, and then we'll get to the Madden Sim to follow after that as we roll along here on this Wednesday afternoon here on Seahawks Today. Rumors mailbag time. Let's roll. It is time to touch our bags and drop our sack on this mailbag edition of Seattle Seahawks Today, powered by Chat Sports. Tyler Jones here with you. Thanks for joining us. You got questions, and you're in luck because I have answers. This comes from the live show that we do on Wednesdays where we react to people's questions in real time with everything on your Seattle Seahawks. And you may be wondering, how can I be a part of the next mailbag show? Well, if you subscribe to Seahawks Today and turn on notifications, you'll be alerted when we go live. We're live twice a week, but anytime there's a big breaking news event, whatever it may be, we're going to go live here on the channel. Subscribe now, turn on notifications, never miss a moment. Lock us in now for free and join the Noti Gang here on Seahawks Today. First in the mailbag, a $5 super chat from Seth. Seth writes in, today is my 1-year anniversary of marriage. Been with my wife 8 years, expecting our second child in January. Life is good. Also, thanks for the content. Seth, happy anniversary to you and your wife. Marriage is a great thing. Congrats on having your second kid. That's fantastic. There's no better thing we can do in the world than have a family and create good people to make an impact, to make this place a better planet. So, Seth, happy anniversary to you. Congrats on the kid. Go Seahawks. Your wife putting up with you for that long, I'm sure as a Seahawk fan, she's seen you on an emotional roller coaster over the years. So shout out to your wife as well for putting up with you. Jalen with a $5 super chat writes in, which player are you most excited to see play this season? Go Hawks. Jalen, I got two answers for you here. I'll give you one for each side of the ball. Let's start with the offense. It's got to be JSN, right? JSN has been the star of the offseason. He has been Geno's go-to guy. We saw him show flashes of brilliance last year. I think he's going to take another huge step forward. I think he passes up Lockett on the depth chart. You're going to see him more on the outside. I have high hopes, shout out Panic at the Disco, for JSN in 2024. Defensively, it's the same guy that got drafted in the same round as him. Devin Witherspoon is the guy I'm watching for. Devin Witherspoon has had a fantastic offseason. He has been Mike Macdonald's favorite player. They got some big plans for him. I think Witherspoon's going to be fantastic. Those guys are going to have big second years with the Seahawks. Lord Farquhar with the question. What's the quote from Lord Farquhar, Tex, about if somebody's got to die? You know what I'm talking about? Then that's just what it's going to have to be or something. I thought a big mistake in the Shrek movies was killing off Lord Farquhar. Spoiler alert. Granted, the movie came out 20 years ago, so I don't know how much spoiler alert that is. But they shouldn't have killed off Lord Farquhar. He was one of the best characters. They should have kept him going for the next other movies. Maybe come back as a ghost or something. What's going on with Jake Bobo? Writes Lord Farquhar. So I'll tell you this much. They haven't talked a ton about Jake Bobo this offseason, but he hasn't done anything wrong. Okay? We haven't heard that Jake Bobo had just some bad practice where he didn't perform well or anything like that. So it's okay to not necessarily be in the news all the time if you're Jake Bobo. What we have heard is that he's not in any danger of losing his spot on the depth chart, of getting passed up, whether it's by Chenault or Eskridge or any of these guys. Jake Bobo is clearly your number 4 receiver. And last year, he played all right. Had 19 catches, 196 yards, 10.3 yards reception, 2 touchdowns. Jake Bobo had his moments, and Jake Bobo was a steal for the Seattle Seahawks to get him as a UDFA. He was the star of the preseason. Fans loved what they saw out of Jake Bobo, and I think that he's got a chance to be another sneaky good player for this Seahawks team, to take a big step forward and be an impact player as that number 4 receiver. The Seahawks are going to run more 4 and 5 wide receiver sets than we've ever seen before. So Jake Bobo is going to be on the field plenty in 2024. I'm excited to see what he does. You want to see more Jake Bobo? You guys know what to do. Been a while since we've done this, but we are a very pro Jake Bobo show here on Seahawks Today. Spam more Bobo. More Bobo. More Bobo. More Bobo. Spam more Bobo in the chat to show some love for our boy Jake Bobo. Johnny Bravo checking in. I loved me some Johnny Bravo back in the day. On Cartoon Network, I think some of the best episodes were when they brought in Donny Osmond as a guest star. What do you think of Rayshawn Jenkins? I like Rayshawn Jenkins. And the fake news mainstream media has kind of dismissed Rayshawn Jenkins. And not just since he came to Seattle. They dismissed him when he was in Jacksonville. And you look at the statistics that he put up. I mean, he was very solid, I thought, with the Jacksonville Jags last year. Had 2 interceptions, was very good. It reminds me a lot of the Seahawks bringing in Julian Love last year. And Julian Love, he had untapped potential, right? And he took a huge step forward and became a Pro Bowl player this last year. I think the same thing could happen with Rayshawn Jenkins, where he's been a good player, but he's looking to take another step forward. And we've seen the track record that Mike Macdonald has when it comes to safeties, right? With the Geno Stones, the Kyle Hamiltons, the Marcus Williamses of the world. They see something in Rayshawn Jenkins. I think Rayshawn Jenkins could surprise some people, be a Pro Bowl caliber player here in 2024. Will Rayshawn Jenkins have a big year? I'm giving you 2 options here. You can either type Y for yes, or you can type in for no. Which one's it going to be? Will it be a big year for Rayshon Jenkins? Wait in the comment section. Let us know what you think. Daniel writes in, do you think Seattle can be a Super Bowl competitor this year? No. Hate to break it to you, but it's just a no from me. What did Randy Jackson say on American Idol? It's no from me, dog. Look, I think that when you look at this Seahawks team heading into 2024, the goal should be to be a playoff team, and they can be a playoff team. I think that is kind of step number one of the Mike Macdonald regime. If they win 10-plus games, then this season was a smashing success, and you have momentum heading into 2025. Then, in 2025, that's when they should be a contender in the NFC. You got a lot of young parts and pieces at this point in time, but they still need developing, and you still have some obvious needs that you need to fix, like the offensive line, finding some help when it comes to the inside backers, all that stuff long term. Think about this, too. With Dotson and Baker, who you brought in, those guys are on short contracts. So next offseason, we're going to have the discussion again about the middle linebacker position. So with that said, Seahawks are not a Super Bowl contender this year. They could be in 2025, potentially. But right now, not a Super Bowl contender. Hope is they make the playoffs. Couple more for you. Let's go to Wayne. Wayne's World. Party on. What are your NFC West standings at the end of the year? Weiner number one, Hawks, Rams, Cards, all are unknowns to me. I think as much as I hate to say it, the Weiners will win the division. They're just too good. They're just too freaking good. Too much talent there. And Kyle Shanahan's one of the best coaches in football. I would expect the Weiners to come in first place. I think the Seahawks can finish second. I think that's very realistic that the Seahawks get a second-place finish, whether it's at 9-8 or 8-9 or 10-7, somewhere in that range. I think they finish second. I think the Rams are going to take a step back. I think losing Aaron Donald was a bigger deal than people realize. He was playing the role of about 3 different players on that defensive line, and it's not going to be easy to replace that. Stafford's getting older. He's had problems staying healthy. We've seen Cooper Kupp have issues staying healthy. I think they finished third. I think the Cardinals are going to turn some things around. I like what they did in this draft. I love the pick of Marvin Harrison Jr., but I still think they have a long ways to go. They'll be improved, but they got a lot of figuring out to do. I think that's your standings. It's Weiners, Hawks, Rams, and Cardinals. Next from Evan. Evan writes, will JSN be a Pro Bowler this year? I think he's got a shot. I think he's got a really good shot. I lean towards yes, and maybe that's some overconfidence from me, but I think it's certainly possible, Evan, that JSN is a Pro Bowler this season. I think that he's got the talent, he's got the capabilities, and this coaching staff's going to put him in a position to do so. Last question. Who will be the quarterback at the end of the year if there are no injuries? I think it's Geno Smith. I do. Sam Howell is not your long-term answer. He's not better than Geno Smith. Geno, I think, is going to have a very solid year. I'm very high on what Geno can do in this offense. We've seen him kind of held back a bit from Shane Waldron in the past. I think that he is going to thrive this upcoming season. So I think Geno is your guy. I would be surprised if, barring injury, he doesn't start all 17 games. For the latest happenings in your Seattle Seahawks, subscribe now. Turn on notifications so you never miss a moment. Lock us in for free. YouTube.com/SeahawksTV. I'm Tyler Jones, and we will see you on the other side. All right. Will Rayshon Jenkins have a big year? Why for yes, in for no. What do you guys think? Weigh in the chat and get your answers in. Text 2 things. 1, do you think Rayshon Jenkins is going to have a big year? But 2, Lon says, put Big Tex in at linebacker. You got to play with that name. Tex, you played football. Could you play linebacker?
Oh, hell no. I am a $145 dripping wet. What was her name? Who asked it?
It was Lon who asked.
Lon. I am a... Here, let me put me on screen. Also,
give people a visual. Give them the text flex, though.
Okay, I'll give them the text flex. I'm a lean 145, but, I got some muscle on me. I don't think I would project well as a linebacker because I played cornerback and slot receiver because I was smaller, kind of like a Cole Beasley type build, if you will. He's a little bit taller than me, but we're about similar body weight. He's got probably 10, 15, 20 pounds on me, but, that's probably the closest comp I could think. So not linebacker. If I'm playing a defensive side of the ball, which is harder, corner, it's really hard to cover people, though. So I would choose slot wide receiver because it's easier to be a skill position person, in my opinion, on the offense versus being a DB.
Okay, so Big Tex is playing DB.
Yes, that's what I did in middle school football. So.
Okay. I could see that. Here's my problem, and this is why I'm not a runner, which alludes to our Super Chat menu. I am not quick. I've never been fast. Even when I've been in somewhat shape, if you will, I've never been fast. And so, even though I'm not built anymore like an offensive lineman, I don't have the speed to go play another position. So I guess I'll be the broadcaster.
You can be the broadcaster. You could be the blindside left tackle.
Yeah.
Not now because you've trimmed down. So I would say you could maybe play like edge or outside. You maybe just wouldn't be a blitzing. You'd be more of like a run coverage type of edge.
Maybe, but I'm getting cooked. I've never been fast. That has never been my thing. But I'll be the broadcaster on the football team. Yes. Super Chat menu. Tex is going to go to the restroom. I'm going to make a deal right now. For every $5 Super Chat that comes in, Tex has to take a shot when he comes back. So if you want to make Tex drink some tequila. For every $5 Super Chat, you will get a dad joke and a tequila shot for Big Tex when he returns. First time Super Chatters, you get the Seahawks chant. $10 Super Chat, spicy jelly bean will get bean boozled. $20 Super Chat will do a Boilermaker. $50 Super Chat do a bear bong. And if we reach 300, we're at $12 right now. If we reach 300, I'm running a 5K. If we reach 200, we'll do a boot here on today's show. Lon says, Tyler, you can be the punter. Best position on the team. I'll say this much for the folks at home watching. I have never really trained in special teams. This is no cap. I'm being honest with you. But I can kick a 35-yard field goal down the middle. Okay, don't put me on the left or right hash. But from the middle of the field, I can kick a 35-yard field goal. I feel like if I trained and learned how to do special teams, I could probably be a kicker or punter. That might be the answer we're looking for, Lon. I think you are on to something with putting me on special teams. Special teams, special players, as they say. Lon says 6 figures a year, no pressure, easy money. Yeah. And you're just kind of hanging out during practice? I'd be down for that. I'd be down to play special teams. Here is our first beer of the day. I needed that. I needed that Michelob Ultra, the superior light beer. While Big Tex is using the pisser, every $5 Super Chat that comes in while he's gone, then we will make him take a shot of tequila. Because this man had the balls to go use the bathroom during the middle of this show. Are you kidding me? You couldn't go before the show? You couldn't hold it, Tex? This is only a 2-hour show, my guy. And Tex couldn't hold it. Let's see what else we got here. Alexander says Tyler runs a 4 flat in the 40. I wish. That's not true, though. Tex, you might luck out here. I'm not seeing any 5s come in. You might not have to do that tequila shot. Oh! Just before Tex went on the mic. Just before Tex went on the mic. Talk about timing. Jalen with a $20 Super Chat. Bang! That's 4 shots for Big Tex. That's what you get for going to the bathroom during the middle of the show. 4 shots. All right. Yeah. Here you go. Here's your first one, and then you can keep on pouring them. Tequila time for Big Tex. 4 shots. How about that timing from Jalen right before you put your mic on?
I was sitting down, and I was grabbing towards the mic, and then I just see in the corner of my eye an orange box pop up, and it goes, $19.99.
And I literally said, Tex, you might luck out of this one.
You jinxed me, teacher.
Not quite. Not quite.
Not quite.
4 shots. Pay him off, Tex.
All right.
I'll read
Not so fast.
I'll read
Not so fast.
I'll read the super chat while you're pouring off the shots.
Uno.
Uno, yes, that means 1. I love what you guys are doing. Better than all those other guys. Keep it up. Go Hawks. Jalen, love you too. Go Hawks. Let's have a hell of a year, shall we? Set the tone early.
Patron
That's
coats
1.
the throat. Dos.
Whoa.
Pause.
2.
It's 2.
You're putting those down pretty easy.
I like Patron, and it's technically my Friday because it's Wednesday for me, but I have the rest of the week off to go camping, so why not? Why not?
Yeah, you're abandoning me.
I am
Tex.
sorry. You're going to have to be with Smitty.
Yeah.
Put up
I
with
got
Smitty.
Joey and Smitty tomorrow. The next 2 days. Joey's a new employee.
They're no big techs. They're great, but they're no big techs, and you know that.
That's what I hear.
So this is 3 or 4?
This is 3.
3. Trace.
He's already losing count. He's getting a little hammered here.
A little bit.
How you feeling?
Feeling good. Feeling
Okay.
good. Feeling good
Okay.
on the 1s and 2s.
Last one.
Last one. Here we go.
4 shots from Jalen. Everybody spam Jalen in the chat.
Legend, Jalen. Get me fucked up at work, brother.
There's no place that you'd rather be effed up than at work.
That's true, especially at our work.
Right?
Okay.
This job does make me drink sometimes,
Yeah.
literally and figuratively.
Yes. Quattro.
There we go. 4 shots. Shout out Jalen.
Shout out Jalen. Legend.
And I owe a Boilermaker for that too. So I'm going to
Sheesh.
need the Patron
Oh,
back.
yes. Of course. Here you go.
Since he sent in a 20.
Yeah, what a legend.
Jalen? Everybody spam Jalen in the chat. I'll do this Boilermaker, and then we'll get started with the Madden Sim.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go to the Super Chat menu while I pay off accordingly.
Okay.
Jalen says, thank you, guys. No, thank you, Jalen. Thank you. Here we go. Now, what do we decide on these Boilermakers? That I chase it with the beer?
Yeah, I
Okay.
think so, because I don't think you chase with a shot. I feel like
That would be something.
that
Yeah.
would be hardcore.
All right, here we go. For Jalen, Boilermaker time.
Yeah. Good shit.
There we go. That's how it's done. That's how it's done, folks. All right, question, text. Yes. All right, without further ado, game time. Game time, game time, game time. Seahawks, Cardinals, Week 12 in the National Football League starts right now. You're watching Seahawks Today, powered by Chat Sports. I am your fearless leader, Tyler Jones, here with you as it is week number 12 in the National Football League. Your Seattle Seahawks set to take on the Arizona Cardinals. The Seahawks coming off a disappointing performance against the San Francisco 49ers last week, where it was pretty close at halftime. They got shut out in the second half on the road. Now they'll look to get back on track and stay in the playoff picture against an Arizona team that's been struggling. 1-9 at this point in the season. The Seahawks, not heavy favorites, though. Just 3-point favorites today. Over-under at 44.5 for this matchup between Seattle and Arizona. And I'll say this much. I know that the Cardinals are struggling right now, but history tells us these divisional matchups are tougher than the rest of them. This Arizona team, although they are out of the playoff picture, they still have something to play for. They're going to give the Seahawks their best fight they can. They still have some weapons with Kyler Murray and Marvin Harrison Jr. and company. I think we're in for an intriguing game today. You want the Seahawks to win? You want to beat the Cardinals? You know what to do. Like the video. Don't jinx it. If we get 500 likes on today's video, that guarantees the Seahawks win. Do your part. Like the video, and we'll get started here with today's show. Key to the game for me is going to be slowing down Kyler Murray, keeping him in the pocket. When Kyler Murray is the most effective, it is when he is outside the pocket, when he scrambles, when he's on the run and all that, right? I mean, our own Trace Gerard one time picked off Kyler Murray when his high school defense kept Kyler Murray in the pocket and Trace took it to the house for 6. I want to see that today. I want to see that Trace Gerard style of defense from this Seattle Seahawks team today. The NFC standings, we've already had the other games occur here in week number 12. So this is where the Seahawks are at heading into this matchup. They're at 6-4. The Cardinals are at 1-9. The Rams are at 4-7. The Niners at 8-3 heading into this one here. Predict the score for me. Who wins? What's the final going to be? You got the Seahawks, you got the Cardinals. What's the outcome of this one? Get your predictions in the chat right now. Here's the results of what we've seen so far with the Madden Sims. As you can see, the Seahawks with their 6-4 record through the first half of the season. And we will continue with the rest of the season for the Seahawks. Got this Cardinals matchup today. Then we'll play the Jets on the road against Aaron Rodgers and company here in a couple days. The Cardinals again. And we'll wrap up the regular season with the Packers, Vikings, Bears, and Rams. And then we await for the preseason. So, without further ado, let's head out to Lumen Field for Seahawks and Cardinals right now here on Seahawks Today. Tyler Jones here with you for this divisional showdown. Big Tex also hanging out here with us today. Tex got the throwback uniforms. Always looking snazzy when the Seahawks bring out these throwback uniforms. These are my favorite uniforms.
Should be their normal uniforms.
This matchup, Seattle and Arizona, to kind of give you guys some insights here. I know you're going to see Pete Carroll in just a second, but we do have the updated Mike Macdonald playbooks. We have the updated rosters as well. You don't have the new kickoff rule in this Madden yet, but we tried to make this as close to real as we could. Tex, what are you watching for today? Going up against Kyler Murray in Arizona, this team is desperate here. I know Seattle's got a big edge when it comes to the win-loss column, but what do you think it's going to take for the Seahawks win?
I think they got to stick it out. They got to, be gritty in the trenches, and I think you can't underestimate. I know Kyler Murray has his, issues, especially referencing our coworker picking him off in high school for a touchdown. That was hilarious, by the way. But, you got to still watch for him. He's going to scramble out of the pocket if it breaks down. He's going to try to break off for some runs, and he's got a cannon. He might be a small QB, but he's got a freaking cannon, so they got to really tighten up in the pass coverage. That's really what I think.
Seahawks will get the football first as Arizona will kick off. A beautiful day in Seattle. Clear skies. Seattle trying to stay within the playoff picture. The fans are ready. The players are ready. We hope you are too as we are underway from Lumen Field in Seattle. D. Eskridge will bring out the opening kickoff and brings it to about the 23-yard line. That's where the Seahawks will start with a 1st and 10 for their first possession of the afternoon here from Seattle today. Seahawks come in at 6-4. The Cardinals at 1-9. Seattle staying right in the thick of the playoff picture. They cannot afford to lose this one today. Let's go Seahawks. Spam C in the chat. I'm shouting out everybody that's spam C right now. Let's hear it loud and clear as the Seahawks are on offense for the first time today. 1st and 10, ball at the 23-yard line. Going to be a handoff to Kenneth Walker and makes one man miss, but he is met. Just a 1-yard gain on 1st down. Tackle made by Budda Baker. He's going to be the guy to watch today for Arizona. Budda Baker is going to be kind of all over the field today. The Seahawks got to do what they can to kind of contain him, if you will. 2nd and 9 now. Another run to Kenneth Walker, makes one man miss, and he's got a 1st down. Seahawks get the chains moving with their first down of the afternoon. Type those ones. Type those ones. I'm shouting out the ones. I got Lon, Seth, Thrilla, James, Evan, Odin, Thrilla, Gray, Odin, Thrilla, Evan, Jalen, Odin, Thrilla. 1st and 10. Smith pass. Incomplete on the first pass of the afternoon from Geno Smith. And that's going to bring up 2nd and 10 now with 4:54 remaining here in quarter number 1. Ball at the 35-yard line. This one going to be a handoff to Kenneth Walker. Makes one man miss, and he's got about a 6-yard gain. 3rd and 4 coming up. Jones with the tackle. Ball at the 41. Like the video to convert on 3rd down. Like the video to convert on third down. If you want the Seahawks to keep the drive alive, like the video. 3rd and 4. Smith steps back, pass. And it's caught. First down, Seahawks. Noah Fant with the 5-yard reception. And the Seahawks keep the drive alive at the 46-yard line. Type those ones. Type those ones. We'll shout out the ones. I formation. Ball to 46. Play action. Smith rolls to his right. Throws it on the run, out of bounds. Couldn't find anybody open, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10 now for Seattle with 3:50 remaining here in quarter number 1. Jalen typing 1. Second and 10. Smith pass. Complete to Lockett. And Lockett just short of the first down. Going to be 3rd and inches. With 3:40 to go in the first quarter. 3rd down, like the video, convert on 3rd down. Jalen, Evan, Thriller, Jalen, Lon, Thriller, Odin, all typing. Smith steps back. Rolls to his right, going to keep it himself, and he's going to scramble ahead for a first down and more. Down to the 30-yard line, a 14-yard gain on 3rd and inches, and the Seahawks keep the drive alive. Type those ones. So the Seahawks are moving. They are in field goal range for Jason Myers. 3 minutes to go here in the first quarter. No score yet. The Seahawks with the football, and they're driving. Play action. Smith pass. Incomplete. Could not find his receiver open. That'll bring up 2nd and 10 for the Seahawks. Ball at the 30-yard line. 2:41 remaining here in the first. Single back formation. Play action. Smith rolls to his right. Pass incomplete. A bit too far that time. Wilson on the coverage. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 10. Missed a wide open receiver there. Can't do that. 3rd and 10. Like the video, convert on 3rd down. Ball at the 30. Shotgun formation. Smith steps back. Going deep. And it's out of bounds. That will bring up 4th and 10. Pass intended for Lockett. And the field goal unit will come on with a chance to take the lead here in the first quarter. Myers on for the field goal try. Field goal is up, and it's good. So Seattle jumps out to a 3-0 lead after their first drive here in the first quarter. Spam field goal. Spam field goal. Seahawks on the board with the lead. Tex, I know it's not sexy to be settling for field goals, but you always have to get points in the opening drive.
Always take the points. I know it's tempting to maybe try and force it on 4th down, but that was a long 4th down, and the safe bet is you take the points, man. I agree.
I'll never complain about getting points in the opening drive. So here's the kickoff from Myers. Into the end zone, they'll bring it out, and good coverage there from the Seahawks special teams unit. Derek Hall with the tackle. And the Cardinals will start out deep in their own end with a 1st and 10. Jalen typing field goal. Evan typing field goal. Lon says Seagulls. Gray saying field goal. So now we see Kyler Murray in the Arizona Cardinals offense for the first time today. Ball at the 17-yard line, 1st and 10, 2:26 remaining in the first quarter. Shotgun formation, 4 wide for the Cardinals. Murray steps back, pass complete, makes one man miss. And that's going to be about a 3-yard gain. Jerome Baker on the tackle. Wilson on the reception. And that'll bring up second down. Type stop! Type stop! Spam stop in the chat. I'm shouting at everybody that spam stop. 2nd and 7. Ball at the 20-yard line. Going to be a handoff. Shakes off a tackler. He is close to a first down. They give it to him. James Conner with the first down and exchanging some words there with Julian Love. And there'll be a new set of downs for Arizona at the 27. Tex, I got to say, the graphics are just unbelievable. Like, Geno looks so real there.
Oh, yeah. No, and this is like Madden 24. Imagine when Madden 25 comes out. But, yeah, it's insane how, like, clear it is. It's very sharp.
Good job there from the Seahawks defense. Benson with the reception, no gain. That'll bring up 2nd and 10. Jenkins on the tackle. Ball to 27-yard line. 2nd and 10. 55 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Handoff to Conner, and he is stopped behind the line. A nice tackle from Uchenna Nwosu, and that'll bring up 3rd down. Type those threes. Type those threes. 3rd down. Need to stop right now. Can the Seahawks defense deliver? Empty set for Murray. Murray steps back under pressure, and he's sacked. He's brought down. Trey Brown on the corner blitz delivers a 5-yard loss. And the Seahawks will have the lead at the end of quarter number 1, up 3-0, and they'll get the football back. Type those 4s. Type those 4s. Down he goes. A big sack there. And the Seahawks offense will be back on the field when we return for quarter number 2. 3-0 our score. Byron Murphy jerseys on sale now. Chatsports.com/Murphys where you get yours today. Free shipping available. Home and away jerseys, men's and women's options. Go see for yourself. Chatsports.com/Murphy to get yours today. If you love the Seattle Seahawks, this is the channel for you. We're doing Madden Sims for every game this season. Watch parties for these Madden Sims, live shows, news and rumors, Q&A mailbags, and more. Your off-season headquarters is Seattle Seahawks Today. Subscribe now, youtube.com/Seahawks TV. You want to get in on the action, you can do so by sending us a super chat. That is the only way you can get on today's show. $sign next to the chat box if you'd like to contribute. First-time super chatter, you get the Seahawks chant. $5 super chat will tell a dad joke. $10 super chat will get Bean Boozled, the spicy jelly beans. $20 super chat will do a Boilermaker. $50 super chat will do a beer bong. If we reach 300, I'm running a 5K. We're at $32 right now. We'll see what the 12s can come up with. Quarter number 2 begins right now. Spam C in the chat. Filled at about the 34 and brought out to about the 40-yard line. That is where the Seahawks offense will start for the second time today. Tex, we talked about it when the Seahawks scored that touchdown. You'll take the points every time in the opening drive. You get the stop. Now you feel a lot better about having this 3-0 lead going into your second possession.
Absolutely. I mean, yeah, we wanted a touchdown there, but we still have the lead, and now we have the ball back with an opportunity to go up by 2 scores. So, I mean, this is huge.
So 1st and 10. Ball at the 40. Smith steps back. Going deep. Pass intended for Lockett, and that is incomplete. A rough start for Geno Smith. 2 of 8 so far to begin this one. So 2nd and 10. Ball at the 40. Shotgun formation. What's going to happen this drive? Touchdown, field goal, turnover, or punt? Smith pass. Intercepted. An ugly pass from Geno Smith. Wilson picks it off. And the Cardinals will take over with great field position. Type F. Type F. Mac Wilson. That's ridiculous. Geno had a bad game last week, and now he's already turning the football over. What are we doing, Geno? Are we going to have to play Sam Howell soon? Because this doesn't look like the Geno Smith we saw a couple weeks ago. This ain't good. Type F. Type F. I'm shouting out everybody that spams F. Even if you spam F Geno, I'll shout you out too. I don't care. 1st and 10, ball to 39 for Arizona. Murray under pressure. He's brought down. Another sack from the Seahawks defense. Terrell Dodson with a huge play. And that'll back him up 9 yards. Spam sack. Spam sack. The Cardinals held to negative -5 yards to begin this game. 2nd and 19. Here's a run. And a short gain by Benson gets about 4 yards. And that'll bring up 3rd down. Type those threes. Type those threes. Not saying F Geno. Crazy Florida guy saying F. Thriller saying F. Crazy Florida guy. Evan saying F. 3rd down. Murray. Pass complete. And nowhere to go. Good job by the Seahawks defense. Trey Brown on the coverage. Had the sack earlier. And now holds Zay Jones to a 1-yard loss. And that will bring up 4th and 16 in the punt unit for Arizona. So far, Tex, the Seahawks defense, they came ready to play.
Yeah, it's really just been the offense that's kind of, I mean, they still got 3 points, but should have punched it in for 7 or for 6 plus the extra point. But yeah, no, the defense has been lights out right now, man. They're tight.
So there's the punt. Seahawks will take over. They'll have 1st and 10, ball to the 18-yard line, 4:13 to play here in quarter number 2. Glad to have you with us here on our Madden Sim, Seahawks and Cardinals. Week number 12, Seattle at 6-4, Arizona at 1-9. The Seahawks trying to stay within the playoff picture. And they badly need this win today. 1st and 10, ball to the 18. Geno going to hand it off. Kenneth Walker on the carry. Solid pickup there, about 6 yards. 4 carries for 24 yards so far today for Kenneth Walker. 2nd and 4 with 4 minutes to go here in quarter number 2. What's going to happen this drive? Touchdown, field goal, turnover, or punt? Get your predictions in now. 3:45 to go in quarter 2. Smith steps back, pass, complete to Noah Fant. That's a 1st down, the 3rd completion of the day for Geno Smith. The 2nd catch to Noah Fant. He's got 13 yards. Type those ones. Type those ones. Numero uno. Type those ones. I'm shouting out everybody that spams the ones. 1st and 10. Ball at the 31. Pistol formation. Smith steps back. Rolls to his left. Passes on the run. Complete to Kenneth Walker. And that'll be an 8-yard gain. Geno finally getting in rhythm. The first catch of the day for Kenneth Walker for 8 yards. Evan typing 1. Thriller typing 1. Jalen typing 1. 2nd and 2. Smith pass complete. And that's Tyler Lockett wide open. Big Tex could have caught that one. That'll be a new set of downs for Seattle. Ball at the 47. Spam C. Spam C. Let's go Hawks. Let's take a 2-score lead this drive. 1st and 10. Last play before the 2-minute warning. Smith on the run. Passes it. Going deep. Finds a man open. Noah Fant. First down Seahawks. Type those ones. Noah Fant is on fire today. Noah Fant has been Geno Smith's favorite target, and the Seahawks are marching down the field. A new set of downs inside the Fanatics red zone. Type those ones. Ball to 17-yard line. 2:05 to go in quarter number 2. Jalen, Thriller, Johnny, Thriller, Evan, Thriller, Jalen, Lon, Thriller, Jalen. Type those ones. 1st and 10 for Seattle. Ball to 17. Smith steps back, pass, finds a man open. That's JSN for the 1st down. First and goal for Seattle with 1:50 to go in quarter two. Type those ones. Keep spamming the ones. Keep spamming the ones. Keep going one. Keep going one. Let them hear you. Let them hear you. Ball at the 5-yard line. First and goal. Smith steps back. Pass to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. Seahawks. Kenneth Walker. K9. Bark. Bark. Walk the dog. Walk the dog. How about that? The Seahawks with their first touchdown of the day. Spam TD. Show us those TDs. Let's go. Let's go, Hawks. We're on. We're on. I'm shouting out everybody that spams TD. Extra point attempt up and good. What an outstanding drive.
That's what you wanted to see in terms of, bouncing back from a crappy first and second drive. Like, honestly, that's what you want to see. You just got to explode on offense. And they were just, no offense, a dog. That guy's a dog.
Thriller saying touchdown. Evan, Jalen, Johnny, Patrick, Thriller, crazy Florida guy, Johnny, Lon, crazy Florida guy, Thriller, Jalen, Johnny. They're all fired up. Here's the kickoff. 1:15 to go here in quarter two. Take it out to about the 19-yard line. That is where Arizona will start with 1:11 remaining till halftime. The Seahawks up 10-0. The defense has been spectacular today. The offense started a little slow, but Geno found some rhythm with Noah Fant, and they find themselves up by 2 scores as we're closing in on halftime. Cardinals will get the ball first to start half number 2. So very important that the Seahawks get a stop right now. 1st and 10. Shotgun, 4 wide. Murray on the run, going to keep it himself. And that's going to be a first down for Kyler Murray. Injury timeout. Isaiah Adams banged up on the play for Arizona. Devin Witherspoon on the tackle. Type S for stop. Type S for stop. No doubt. 1st and 10. Timeout Arizona after the injury. Ball at the 33-yard line. 1:04 to go till half. Shotgun formation. Murray takes the snap. Heavy pressure. Gets the pass away. And Connor with about a 9-yard gain there. That's going to be 2nd and 1. Keep typing S for stop. Jalen, Evan, Thriller, Jalen, tie-dye. Thriller, Johnny. Thriller, tie-dye. All type it S for stop. 2nd and 1. 58 to go in the second. Ball at the 42. Shotgun formation. Murray steps back. Pass. That's complete. Finds Benson open that time. And it's a new set of downs. The Cardinals moving the football now. 1st and 10. Murray pass. Complete. 5-yard gain there. Devin Witherspoon on the coverage. And it's Marvin Harrison Jr. Have not called his name today prior to that pass. The Seahawks defense has done a really good job of slowing him down. 2nd and 5. They go no huddle. Still 2 timeouts for Arizona. Clock down to 31. Murray, play action, pass. And that's complete. Julian Love with the tackle. Wilson with the catch. And the Cardinals are going to take their second timeout. They have 1 remaining with 26 seconds left till half. Type S for stop. Type S for stop. First and 10 for Arizona. Ball at the 37. Shotgun formation. Murray rolls to his right. Going to keep it himself. He's got the first down and more. Still going. Stays in bounds, gets down to the 6-yard line, 1st and goal for the Cardinals. Clock continues to run. They're not taking the timeout. What are they doing?
You got to contain the run with Kyler, man.
Why are they letting the clock run?
That's crazy, too.
They don't call the timeout till 4 seconds left? They could have gotten another play.
Yeah, that makes no sense. Now the timeout? Okay.
That's some bad – I mean, we'll take it, but that's some bad clock management there.
Yeah, they literally only left themselves 4 seconds.
So that'll bring on the field goal unit for the Cardinals. Seahawks get lucky with some bad clock management from Arizona. And here's the field goal unit. Cardinals trying to avoid the shutout in the first half. Field goal's up, and it's good. 10-3, our score. The Cardinals on the board with 2 seconds to go till halftime. The Seahawks about to get the football back. 1 kick return before we go to half. Want the Seahawks to win? Spam C. Spam C. Let's hold on here in half number 2. Spam C. Here we go. Filled it at the 3. DeEsker's going to bring it out to about the 27, and that will do it for half number 1. Not a bad first half for the Seahawks. They lead 10-3 heading into the break. We'll be back with half number 2 coming up in just a moment. Byron Murphy jerseys on sale now. Chatsports.com/Murphy. Get yours today. Men's and women's options. Got the home and away and the alternate jerseys available as well. Go see for yourself. Free shipping available as well. Chatsports.com/Murphy. If you're a diehard Seahawks fan and you're enjoying this stream today, you ain't seen nothing yet. We're going to be live for every Seahawks game this season. We're going to be bringing you our daily news and rumors, live shows, watch parties, breaking news and more, interactive mailbags. Subscribe now, youtube.com/Seahawks TV to join the family today. Super Chat menu. You guys know how it works. When we drink, we score. We drink, we win. We've done a little bit of drinking today, and we got a 7-point lead. We got to continue to make sure we do our part to secure victory today. Send us a Super Chat. We'll drink accordingly. First-time Super Chatters, you get the Seahawks chant. $5 Super Chat will tell a dad joke. $10 Super Chat will do a spicy jelly bean. $20 Super Chat, do a Boilermaker. $50 Super Chat will do a beer bong. I'm feeling generous. To start off the first possession of the second half. Now, obviously, the Cardinals get the ball first. The first offensive possession. From now until the conclusion of that drive, I'm doing $5 shots. I'm taking shots for every $5 that comes in before the end of the Seahawks' first offensive possession. So let's do our part. We drink, we score, we drink, we win. Let's make it happen right now. All right. Let's get to the second half now. Seahawks and Cardinals coming up in just a moment. Here's a few of the first half highlights, as you can see on your screen. Tex, what was your thoughts on what we saw there in that first half?
Except for the Kyler Murray breakaway run at the end, I thought they did a really great job on defense, held them to 3 points, really tightened up in the red zone especially, and I think the offense, after a little bit of stalling, kind of started to cook a little bit under Geno. I know he kind of started a little rough on the incompletions, but I thought he turned it around towards the end, got him on the board, and now they're up 10-3.
10-3.
Yes, sir.
Cardinals get the football first. Seattle will get the ball after that. And we begin. Half number 2. 10-3 our score. A beautiful day in Seattle. The Seahawks with a 6-4 record. Cardinals at 1-9. Seattle trying to stay within the playoff picture. Here's the kickoff. Myers booms it to the goal line. They'll bring it out to about the 20. That is where we'll see the Cardinals offense for the first time here in half number 2. If you want to stop, type S for stop. Type S for stop. First and 10. Ball at the 20-yard line. Single back formation for Arizona. Murray going to hand it off, and good Run defense there from Uchenna Nwosu with the tackle. No gain. Nwosu's played well. Had the sack earlier. That's his first tackle of the day.
Great game for him so far.
2nd and 10, ball at the 20. Shotgun formation now for the Cardinals. Murray steps back. Pass, that's complete. First down, Arizona. We're offering $5 shots to begin this second half. I'm taking $5 shots from now until the end of the Seahawks' first offensive drive. And Jalen's going to get the drinking started. Jalen says, drink up, go Hawks. I will drink up accordingly, Jalen. Let's see how many shots I have to do before the end of the drive. Pass complete. 7-yard gain. Murray finds Zay Jones that time. Trey Brown with the tackle. Spam asks for stop. We can just put me on screen. We'll read it after the quarter, though. After this play, you can put me on screen. Murray pass complete. First down, Cardinals. Murray 10 for 10 to start this game. All right, got a super chat coming in. We'll get back to the action in just a moment. Jalen wants me to drink. He wants the Seahawks win. We'll go to the Patron zone after this next play here. There's a big run. And a big gain there by James Conner. And the Cardinals keep the chains moving. Rayshon Jenkins with the tackle. Jalen with a $5 super chat says, drink up, go Hawks. I will drink indeed. Go Hawks. To the Patron zone we go. Cheers, Jalen. 1st and 10 for Arizona. Run to the right, about a 3-yard gain from Benson. That'll be 2nd and 7. Ball to 21. Spam S for stop. I'll shout out all the S's. Murray steps back. Pass to the end zone. Incomplete. That's going to bring up 3rd down. Keep typing S for stop. Type S for stop. Here we go. 3rd and 7. Murray pass. That's complete. 1st and goal for the Cardinals. A chance to tie it up. Type S for stop. Caleb's typing S. Johnny, Evan, Not, Mark, Amin, Crazy Florida Guy. Johnny, Not, Night Child, Crazy Florida Guy. Johnny, Mark, Caleb, Mark. Let's go. 1st and goal. Ball at the 4-yard line. Play action. Murray. Fumble. Loose ball. Cardinals pick it up. And that's a big loss. Jerome Baker with the sack and fumble. And the Cardinals are backed up to the 15-yard line. A beautiful job by the Seahawks defense. 2nd and goal. 2:05 remaining in the 3rd. Ball at the 15. Murray steps back. Going to the end zone. Just a bit too far that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and goal. Type those 3s. 3rd down. Come on, defense. Time to get a stop. Empty set. Murray steps back, under pressure, and Baker brings him down. His 2nd sack of the day. 4 tackles. Jerome Baker is on fire today. And that will bring on the field goal unit for Arizona. What a day for Jerome Baker. His best game of the season. Spam sack. Spam sack. What a play. What a play. Field goal attempt up and good. So that'll make it a 10-6 ball game here in the third quarter. Jalen typing sack. Ilona says go Hawks. Who else? Who else? Keep spamming sack. Tex, they were all the way down the 4-yard line. You'll gladly take holding them to 3 there. Turn up your mic.
100%, man. I mean, Jerome Baker coming in clutch with the sack there to force the field goal is insane. I mean, you can't ask for much more than that, honestly.
So the Seahawks about to get the football back. Every $5 super chat to the end of this drive is a shot, folks. We've already done one. Let's see how many more we can do before the end of the drive. Eskridge going to bring it out. It's down to about the 23. 1st and 10 for Seattle. 1:25 to go in the third. What's going to happen this drive? Touchdown, field goal, turnover, or punt? Get your predictions in now. Come on, boys. Let's go back up 2 scores. Cardinals have had 6 unanswered points. Smith pass to the middle of the field. Finds his favorite target today, Noah Fant again, wide open, and that will be a new set of downs for the Seattle Seahawks. Type those ones. Type those ones. Noah Fant with 4 catches for 65 yards today. 55 seconds to go in the third. Handoff to Walker. Finds the lane open. Got a first down and more. Still going. Down to the 40-yard line. 5 carries for 45 yards today for Kenneth Walker. And the Seahawks keep the drive alive. Type those ones. Type those ones. Jalen typing 1. Evan typing 1. Amin. Tie-dye. Johnny, keep typing 1. 1st and 10. Geno steps back. Pass. Complete. Finds DK Metcalf a 6-yard gain. And that might do it for the third quarter. So at the end of 3, Seattle leads 10-6. They have the ball. They're within field goal range. We'll see if they can capitalize when we come back. Byron Murphy jerseys on sale now. Chatsports.com/Murphy. Get yours today. He'll wear the number 91. Add a 9 to that. Men's and women's options, all sorts of different shapes and sizes. Go see for yourself. Chatsports.com/Murphy. The link is in the comments and the description of today's video. Never miss a moment. If you're having a great time watching this, watch party. We're going to be live for every Seahawks regular season game this season as well, in addition to our live shows twice a week, daily news and rumors, live mailbags, and more. Subscribe now, youtube.com/Seahawks TV. Fourth quarter time. We've been telling you all day, when we drink, we score, we drink, we win. We've been drinking, and we're up. That means it's working. Don't jinx it, folks.
It's science. Don't jinx it.
Have some drinks with us. First time Super Chat, Seahawks chant. $5 Super Chat will tell a dad joke. I do owe a dad joke for that one that came in from Jalen. Here's another one for you, Tex. Here you go. Why did the pony ask for a glass of water?
He was a wee bit thirsty? I don't know.
Because he was a little hoarse.
Dun-dun.
How about that, folks? Send us a Super Chat, $ next to the chat box if you want to contribute. And if we get to 300 today, I'm running a 5K. We get to 200, I'm doing the boot. We're at $37 right now. Let's go to the fourth quarter now. Seahawks with the football, they are driving. Up 10-6, a chance to take a 2-score lead here on this possession. Ball at the 34. Handoff to Walker. He's going to lose about 2 yards there. And that'll be 3rd and 6. Third down on offense means like the video. Like the video, convert on third down. $5:35 to go. 4 wide. Geno steps back, pass. Knocked away, incomplete pass intended for Kenneth Walker. And that's going to bring up 4th down at the field goal unit for Seattle. Type F. Tex, that was damn brutal.
Freaking tragic and brutal all together at once. I mean, what a way to start. Like, why
they were going so good.
Why settle?
Field goal attempt up there.
I don't know, man.
And there we go. So the Cardinals about to get the football back. No. Still got points, though. Missed field goal. Should say 10. He missed the field goal. Not great. Type F.
That wasn't even that far of a kick, was it? I mean, it was decent.
Not what we were looking for there. So still 10-6. Cardinals with the football back. Chance to take the lead. Murray pass. Complete. About an 8-yard gain for the Cardinals. 2nd and 2. 5:14 to go. Seahawks pass defense has held their own so far today. Just over 60 passing yards for Arizona. Ball at midfield. 2nd and 2. Handoff. And Met at the line. 3rd down. Type those threes. Type those threes. 3rd down. I'm shouting out everybody that types 3. And this is 4 down territory with just 1 yard to go at midfield. Got to stop him twice here. 3rd and 1. Murray pass complete. 1st down Cardinals. So the Cardinals keep the drive alive. Boye Mafe on the tackle, his first of the day. Jalen, Lexi, Lon, Jalen, Jimmy John. Freaky fast. Jalen, Amen, Johnny. 1st and 10, under 4 to go. Murray pass, complete, wide open, down to the 22-yard line. I don't feel good about this, Tex. This isn't looking too pretty.
I did say a back and forth game, and it was more so in the second half than the first, but
I got a bad feeling right now. This isn't good.
come on,
This Cardinals offense looks night and day different from what it did in the first half.
This is true. They had halftime adjustments that worked, but got to trust. Come on, 12s.
1st and 10. Murray. Pass. Going to the end zone. Batted away. Incomplete. Devin Witherspoon on the coverage. Get your spoons out. Put your spoons in the chat. Type spoon or get that spoon emoji going. Spoon eating on defense today. Playing with his food. Second and 10. Murray. Pass complete. Makes a man miss. And about a 6-yard gain. 3rd and 4. Type those threes. Now I see the spoons. Jalen, tie-dye, Jimmy John, Gray Ghost, tie-dye. Let's go. 3rd and 4. 2:45 to go. 4 down territory for Arizona. Going to be a run. Into the end zone. Touchdown Cardinals. Arizona takes the lead with a Trey Benson score late in the 4th quarter. Oh, no. Oh, doggies. Type F. Type F. You got a new nickname, Tex. Lon says, don't say nothing about this game, Tex-Mex. I will read your words.
She'll read my words?
Lon says, don't say nothing about the game, Tex-Mex. I will read your words.
I gotcha. I won't
All right,
say
no
anything.
spoilers, Tex.
No spoilers.
Have you ever been called Tex-Mex?
Chase Sr., our 49ers, Sixers, and Eagles host. He has called me Tex-Mex once or twice on occasion.
All right. So here we go, folks. So 2:41 to go. The Seahawks can either win it, tie it, and go to overtime, or they could just fall apart right here. One of three things. Spam S. Spam S for your Seahawks. Let's hear it. Let's hear it loud and clear. Here's the kickoff, the biggest drive of the game right now. Brings it out. Down to about the 23-yard line. It all comes down to this. 1st and 10 for Seattle. Ball at the 23. 2:37 to go. Seattle down by 3. A field goal ties it, goes to overtime. A touchdown wins it. The biggest drive of Geno Smith's life is right here and right now. Hawks. Spam S. Spam S. Jalen spamming S. Amen spamming S. Johnny spamming S. Geno going deep. Finds a man open. First down, Seahawks. Tyler Lockett with a big gain, and the Seahawks are down to the 48-yard line. Type those ones. Type those ones. A huge play. That is how you start a drive.
Gotta let him
Let
cook.
Geno cook. Type those ones. Type those ones. 3 catches for 44 yards today for Tyler Lockett. 8 seconds left before the 2-minute warning. The Seahawks going to get one more play off. Geno steps back, going to the screen pass, finds Walker open, and that'll be a 3-yard gain and take us to the 2-minute warning. Seahawks down 13-10. They're at midfield, all 3 timeouts. The 2-minute warning right now. Spam C as loud as you can. If it's the last thing you do on planet Earth, it better be spamming C right now. Spam C, I'm shouting out all the C's. Geno steps back, pass, complete to Lockett. He's got a first down. Keep spamming C. Spam C. You want the Seahawks to pull this off? Oh, they're going to review it. This is an AI sim. What do we need reviews for?
This is madness.
They should know it.
They should know. It's madness. Ooh.
Spam C.
Oh, he did step out a little, though. Watch.
All right, Tex, you're
Right
our
there.
rules analyst right now. What's the call?
He stepped out, I thought. But it was he stepped out beyond the line, I thought, when I saw the review.
So it's still a catch, but not the yardage that he was awarded.
It was close. I think he got it.
Spam C. Amen spamming C. Lexi spamming C. Jimmy John spamming C. Josh, Lexi, Santa Fe. Keep going. Keep going. 1st and 10. Smith. Pass complete. Oh, and it's caught. 7-yard gain. Down to the 33. Now the Seahawks are in field goal range. They can at least tie it. No, we want to win this right now. This is America.
No
the
ties.
4th of July is tomorrow. We want to do this for our country.
We want to win for the 4th of July.
We want to win for the men and women in uniform. Geno steps back, pass, incomplete, flag down. Keep spamming C. Keep spamming C. Pass interference. Sean Murphy bunting called for the PI, and that's a new set of downs for the Seahawks. You can't do that. You can't do that. Keep spamming C for America, for the troops. Amen. Josh, Mark. Hand off to Walker. Makes one man miss. Down to the 12. 2nd and 1. The Seahawks have all the momentum. Finish the fight. Finish the fight. Keep spamming C. Keep spamming C. 2nd and 1. Ball at the 12. Empty set. Final minute. Smith. Pass. Complete. Got the first down. 1st and goal. Keep spamming C. Keep spamming C. Johnny. Josh. Mark. Jimmy. Caleb. Jalen. Johnny. Mark. Gray. Jimmy. Mark. Santa Fe. Lon. Win for your mama, says Lon. 1st and goal, 35 seconds to play. Seattle with all 3 timeouts, ball to 10-yard line. Geno, pass to the end zone, incomplete. Put me on camera for the rest of this drive. Here we go. 2nd and goal now. 29 seconds. Seattle with all 3 timeouts. It all comes down to this. A field goal, we go to overtime. A touchdown wins it. A turnover, it's lights out. Walker on the carry. Going to the end zone. He's got it! Touchdown, Seahawks! And the Seahawks take the lead late in the 4th quarter. Spam TD! Spam TD! Seattle scores! Walk the dog! Walk the dog! K9! Bark! Eat that food! Spam TD! Spam TD! What a drive! Big-time players making big-time plays in big-time moments. And Seattle is 25 seconds away from their 7th win of 2024. Spam TDs. Show us those TDs. Jalen, Johnny, Amen, Caleb, Johnny, Gray Ghost, extra point, up and good. Wow, how about that, Tex? How about that?
I was about to whisper in your ear, watch Kenneth Walker cook, but that would have been too revealing. I mean, he just saved the day.
What a drive.
Amazing.
They didn't even need any timeouts.
They didn't. They just cooked.
That was unbelievable.
Oh, yeah.
Incredible play calling from Ryan Grubb. That was the drive of the year. Here's the kickoff. Filled it at the goal line. Brought down to the 23. Now, though the Seahawks are in great shape here, it's not over yet. 20 seconds, 3 timeouts, Arizona at the 23. They have to get a touchdown. It all comes down to this. Spam C as loud as you can. Job's not finished. Job's not finished. Spam C. I'm shouting out all the C's. Spam C. Here we go. Murray, pass. Incomplete. Knocked it away. Rick Wallen on the coverage. Spam C. Josh spamming C. Mark spamming. Josh, Mark, Lon, Jalen. Josh, Amen, Johnny, Knight, Caleb, Mark. 2nd and 10. Empty set. 16 seconds to go. Murray. Going to keep it himself. And a timeout called as we'll have 3rd and inches. 10 seconds remaining. And we just got word of a coaching adjustment that they're emphasizing going for the strip. They're going to be aggressive with that on this play. I may have gotten that from the Madden graphics. 3rd and inches. Spam C. Spam C. Murray, pass complete. Timeout. 6 seconds. Arizona with the ball at the 46. Keep spamming C. Keep spamming C. Mark, Jalen, Josh, Amen, Gray Ghost. Put me back in the game. Here we go. For all the enchiladas. It all comes down to this. 6 seconds. Arizona with 1 timeout. Ball to 46. Murray steps back. Pass. Complete and out of bounds. 1 second left. Ball to 46. McBride with the catch. Here's the ball game, folks. Spam C. Spam C. Jimmy, Josh, Caleb, Jalen, Gray Ghost, Mark. For the win. Final play. Murray steps back. Gets the pass off. Going to the end zone. Knocks it down. Incomplete. Seahawks win. Seahawks win. Spam W. Spam W. The Seahawks rally down in the 4th quarter to pull off the divisional win over the Arizona Cardinals. Final score, 17-13. The playoff hopes are still alive. Dream on, Seahawk fans. We're in it. We're in it. We're in it. We're in it. Spam W. Spam W. I'm shouting out all the W's. Jalen, Gray Ghost, Caleb, Jimmy, Johnny, Caleb, Alexis, Josh, Gray, Mark, Jalen, Johnny, Josh, Mark, Jalen, Josh, Johnny, Mark. Woo! Woo! What a win. What a win. Man, this team keeps us on our toes every week with these Madden Sims. 7-4. We're right in the thick of the playoff hunt, right in the thick of the playoff picture. Still can win the division. Everything's in front of us. What a game. Subscribe now. If you had a great time today, we got more of these coming. We're not done yet. Subscribe now. Lock us in. We'll see you next time here on Seahawks Today. Tax. Yeah. Byron Murphy jerseys on sale now. Chatsports.com/Murphy. Men's and women's options, home, away, alternates, all sorts of different shapes and sizes. Free shipping available as well. Chatsports.com/Murphy. Link is in the comments and description of today's video. Subscribe now for the latest happenings on your Seattle Seahawks all off season long. YouTube.com/Seahawks TV. Do subscribe for free today. Tex, put yourself back on camera. Go to the Super Chat menu, put yourself back on camera. 1 minute left. If we get a Super Chat of any amount, we'll stay alive for a little bit. If not, we'll sign off and call it a day. Texer, your reaction to what we just saw.
Probably the greatest come-behind win I've ever seen on a Madden simulation in my life, so that was wild. I mean, when I'm looking at his stats over there, Geno 62.5 completion percentage. It certainly didn't feel like that in the first quarter to two. Like,
he started rough.
That was a painful first half for Geno, but he kind of got it together. Didn't pass for too much, but it was the Kenneth Walker show on offense towards the end of the game, and for a lot of the second half, in my opinion. It was a gritty win. I told you it was back and forth. I wasn't kidding you.
Yeah, that was
though.
Awesome. Great win, and every time that Geno has his back against the wall this season, we've seen him bounce back.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, like you said.
That drive was incredible.
Oh, yeah. Ugly first half.
Not even needing any timeouts.
Just cooked.
Just let him cook.
Let him cook, and Geno cooked at the end there. That was an amazing drive.
Mark says, awesome announcing, Tyler. Hey, much appreciated. Thank you, Mark, for that. Clock winding down. We will sign off. Tex, a lot of fun today.
Yes, sir.
We'll do it again on Wednesday. Smitty is back, making his triumphant return after NBA free agency. So you'll see Smitty. And Tex, I'm sure you'll be back at some point soon.
Yes, sir.
Always
will be
a
back,
pleasure
12s.
When we get to work with Big Tex.
Oh, yeah.
That will do it for Seahawks Today. Stay tuned to the channel for continuing coverage. Live show again on Friday, 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific. We'll see you then. So long, everybody.